Supercross Live on Supercross Online. Jim, all I can really say about this is wow.
Yeah, it was incredible. I mean, that 250 race, I mean, you know, Cole Seeley did what he had to do. I mean, he needed that win, and he picks up a valuable 3 points. He's sitting only 3 points behind in that championship, and we head down up Northern California to Oakland next week. And, you know, Anderson just got a bad start, but, you know, he played it cool and finished up second there. And what can you say about Cooper Webb? I mean, he picks up another $1,000 from Nuclear Cowboys for that hole shot. But this time here, the rookie was patient. He learned, he went to school, and he stayed up on that box for that third.
I feel like all these riders elevated their games with all the legends and heroes in the audience. It's like everybody wanted to come out. I mean, what a night of racing. The 250 class was just spectacular. Anderson, I think, rode a very, very smart race there. He was pushing pretty hard toward the end, but set the pace with Cole Seeley. But you got to give a hats off. Cole rode a great race from beginning to end, and you know, it makes it a lot more fun to watch what's going to happen next week in Oakland.
Yeah, well, like you said, with the legends and heroes and all the past champions here, everybody stepped up their game, and especially in that 450 class.
Speaking of that, the guy that we say wow to the most, the number 22. I don't know if I saw that coming tonight, to be honest with you. In the pre-show, I kind of predicted, so did you. But you got to be excited to see that, aren't you?
Well, I talked to Kevin Windham after the race, and he goes, "We didn't pick that, did we?" I said, "No, absolutely not." And a lot of people probably, that's what motivates Chad Reed. I mean, you know, he's a two-time Supercross champion, and, you know, a lot of people last week in Phoenix, you know, he had a bad start, didn't go, he didn't like the track, he finished up 9th. But, you know, a lot of people counted him out, but Chad Reed, he knew. And that team, I mean, I'm talking about all his technicians and Dave Osterman over there, Oscar Vitamin, all his, Lars Lindstrom, his mechanic, all the guys over there just putting in the effort this week, and it paid off. And Chad rewarded the team with a win tonight, and he rode brilliantly. I mean, he was just, you saw a wily veteran. I mean, 42 wins now, and it took him a while to get that 42nd one tonight here at Anaheim. But I mean, you look at him, and he was patient. You know, he saw Dungey go down, he knew it was slick out there. He says, "I'm going to wait and buy my time and see where I'm at around lap 16 or so, and then I'm going to pull the trigger and see what happens." And you know, like I said, Villapoto went down into Stewart, and then, you know, Reed just made a beautiful pass, but he was making a lot of time down that third base side in the whoops. He was going to the outside, and he could afford to leave the door open. That's where he was making a lot of his time, and he made great clean passes. But you know what? I mean, the Discount Tires, America's Tire ride, you know, I mean, Chad, you know, he picked that bike. I mean, that's the bike that he picked, and you know, he came away with that win. But James Stewart, you know, he was a little bit upset with that second, I'm sure. He thought he had one get away, and he's starting to think about that Anaheim when he threw it away. I mean, if he would have settled down, maybe got a podium, that one, he's in the hunt. But, I mean, we've got 3 different winners in 3 different rounds, and I can see us possibly going into 6 rounds and having 6 different winners. That's how deep the field is. And what do you say about the rookie, Kenny Roxon, a third? A great ride for him.
He looked great. And, you know, even guys that didn't finish, you got Villapoto finishing back in the pack, but looking very strong here tonight. Ryan Dungey, of course, looking super strong also. That just gives excitement for Oakland next week to just see what these riders are going to bring, because Dungey looked solid out here tonight.
He was. He just made a little mistake. He you know, the last whoop kind of kicked him. I talked to him, and you know, his feet both came off the peg, lost the front end. But you know, another guy that rode extremely well, and he wasn't on that podium, is Justin Brayton, a 4th.
Yes.
I mean, so, you know, Brayton's in there. I mean, I think he had a 5th at the opener, he had a 2nd, and now he had a 4th. I mean, Brayton's in there. He just had a bad start, and he had to, you know, he had a little help with some of the guys going down. But this is why I enjoy this job. I mean, you never know what's going to happen, and that's what keeps me coming back to Supercross.
What a terrific night it was here in Anaheim. For Supercross Live and Supercross Online, we'll see you next week in Oakland.